Hi Capricorn, welcome to your general tarot tune-in. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. This is Tarot with Netta. This reading is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node in the sign of Capricorn. As always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If the reading doesn't resonate with you, check out your other placements. If it does, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. As always, the roles can be reversed and cross watchers are welcome. Okay, my dear Capricorn, Knight of Swords grounding your energy for this reading. Fast moving energy, fast information, the news. You could be a little bit obsessed with like watching the news right now, or like following current events, current like things that are going on in the media. If this is in regards to like a connection, yeah, this is like something that's moving towards you very, very fast. It could be a little bit unsettling. So Capricorn, you are very stable. You know, you're an earth energy. You like to take your time. You like to be careful in order to have that sure footing, in order to like maintain that upward momentum of your life, you know, like gaining that that knowledge, the acquisition. You know, you don't fall down easily. So this type of energy with the Knight of Swords can be very off-putting for you. It can be a little bit destabilizing. It can kind of like knock you over if you're too stable. You know, they build buildings always with that sense of like flow when it gets very windy. If they're too concrete, too stable, they get knocked down. Even if you think of like yoga, you know, if you're doing a balancing pose, you need to have a little bit of give to flow. If you're too stable or locked in, you can get knocked down very easily. I feel like this Knight of Swords, like it's gonna give you that feeling of like, whoa, like you almost get knocked down. Okay, let's see if it's good or bad. So in your challenge position, you have the Eight of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. I don't know if I love this reading for you, and I'm going to tell you why. The Three of Swords comes up in your advice. You might be having to break someone's heart. Okay, let's go in order here. Okay, your challenge position. Eight of Pentacles to the Seven of Swords. This is very interesting here. So the Eight of Pentacles, in this deck, it's like a very interesting depiction because it's like an artist who's painting a person and they're coming out as like pentacles. But the Eight of Pentacles is traditionally known as, you know, being good at something. Like this is your energy, like being good at something and having the accolades, like having the years, having the certificates, having the awards, like being good at something and then having the expertise or the mastership behind it to prove that, you know, you earned like what you're good at. But when the Seven of Swords, yeah, Seven of Swords to the Eight of Wands, like this is a sketchy type of energy because Seven of Swords is signifying deceit, lies, theft. Somebody could have like tried to take something from you. Yeah, this like Knight of Swords coming in so swiftly. It could be something tied to your profession, somebody that you meet in the workplace, you know, like your safe space, like your haven, you know, somewhere where you're the boss even. And they come in and try to like, they could be charismatic, but it also could be like some kind of like romantic offer. Like the Ace of Wands, unfortunately, I see it, and it's been described this way, you know, but like somebody sending you like a dick pic and you weren't expecting it, and it's kind of like a surprise and you're just like, whoa, what do I do with this? Again, it's a very Knight of Swords type of energy. But on the other end of the spectrum, the Ace of Wands can also signify like new creative adventures or ideas or a passionate new beginning. But it's not to be trusted because, you know, you've got the Seven of Swords in your challenge position. Somebody could be like proposing like yeah, making a proposal, you know, they want you to invest in them, whether financially, romantically. They're coming in kind of um, like a bro, you know, or an F-boy, and you're just like, ugh, like you see right through it. Yeah, they might be trying to like knock you over. They could be testing you. And you're drawn into it though, for whatever reason, because it's for you, it almost feels like, well, they have the balls or they have the courage to try, so it's a little bit appealing to you. But okay, what's coming towards you? You have the Queen of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Page of Cups. I feel like you're going to be playing very hard to get. Yeah, very hard to get. You're going to move into your energy here with the Queen of Pentacles, like very I know my worth. I look good, I dress good, I have all the jewelry, I have all the money, the nice cars, like everything that you've earned, everything that you have. It's going to be very apparent, and because of that, though, I don't think you're gonna have to like prove too much. I feel like you're gonna be retreating a little bit into yourself, because you see the way that this person is coming in and you don't trust it, even though it's like piquing your interest a little bit. It's like, like, let me watch, like, let me see. But you see that they're not stable, okay? And you see that they might have like ulterior motives. But yeah, you're able to just kind of like use the power that you've already earned and not have to like really respond or communicate or like go into like a back and forth. You're just able to like retreat back into yourself and flirt and kind of play dumb. But like, everybody knows you're not dumb, but it's just, it's a part of this game, because the way that this person is coming in, it's very unstable and you don't trust it. So it's like, you know, interacting with like a kid, like that's really loud. If you've ever like taught in a classroom with like a group of kids, you know, like if you just kind of like lower your voice and like, it's like a mind game or like a manipulation tactic. Like they suddenly like start to like lower their voices and, okay, like what? Like what do they have to say? So like you're using this like retreat method to like slow this person down, because the way that they're coming in, it's like you don't trust it and you don't like it, but it's something about it appeals to you, okay? Make it make sense. Anyways, humans. So yeah, you're gonna interact, you're gonna flirt, and you're gonna play dumb, but it's gonna be very like surface level. It's gonna be very, you're just testing them, like you just want to see their reactions. And okay, let's go into your advice. I feel like with the Three of Swords here, yeah, you're gonna have to let this person go. The Queen of Cups, this is like Scorpio energy, the beloved. You might be moving from the energy of the Queen of Pentacles, like in your money, in your power, to like some type of like, you know, they want to play like a manipulation game. I'll go into that like scorpionic energy, you know. I can like two can play that game kind of. You might have to let them down. The advice is like heartbreak, okay? So why? Because this is the ending of a cycle, okay? You could be like being tested karmically right now. This person could be brought in by the universe just to see if you still fall for like the old things. You don't, and I think you're going to pass this test. I see that you're going to pass this test. It's a closing out of a cycle. I feel like you're too smart for it. I feel like if this person comes in like trying to like knock you down, and it's an energy that you don't trust, like right off the bat, like why the hell would you go forward with it? The only reason why it's like piquing your interest is because you're kind of like they're brave enough to approach me, like, okay, maybe they do have something of value to offer, but they don't, because they're coming in like too quickly, kind of like in a weird way, like a little bit sketchy, and then, you know, maybe too confident where it's like giving you the ick, like, yeah, F-boy energy. Codependency. Yeah, this is like a karmic test. Addictions are affecting your romantic love life. So it could be like, you know, a test from the universe where you would like fall into these patterns with these types of people, and they would get like really ugly and just like drain your energy. But you're the Queen of Pentacles now. You don't attach, like you don't emotionally attach to these types of individuals maybe as you once did. You're able to retreat, you know, and you can still like play the game, but like you don't really get like caught up in it. I feel like this is just like, yeah, just a gentle reminder from the universe, or the universe like trying to test you, like, okay, is Capricorn ready for their next level? And that's essentially like how the universe works. You know, before you level up, there's a potential setback. Just, you know, just to see like, okay, like how is it gonna go from here? Balance spirituality and practicality, full moon in Pisces. Yeah, I think if you see this as like an opportunity to level up as like Capricorn, that you do, like whether it's, you know, in the financial world, the spiritual world, like you are the GOAT, you know, you're always moving up at a steady pace. And this is like a spiritual upgrade for you. Yeah, you're not being like knocked down. You're able to have maintaining that balance because you're fluid here, okay? You're closing off, but you're still able to interact, like flirtatious. You're able to like give grace and be gracious as well. And this is going to give like, this is going to break that person's heart because now it's their turn to learn the lesson, okay? And that soul tie, the soul family of like the karma that like we all sign up for before reincarnating or incarnating onto planet Earth. Okay, my dear Capricorn, I hope it resonated. Let me know, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.